Hello again, everyone. This is Dan with Sachin here from Tech Lab. We're going to be talking about taxonomies for the MOHE website and Drupal. So what we have here is the digital library page, and you can see on the right sidebar that we have these category, document type, language, media type, and keywords. These are ways to classify your documents. So what we mean by a taxonomy is, in fact, a way to classify the documents and other materials on the website. And so the idea here is that when you enter specific types of content, that you give it you categorize it so that when the site filters the content, it can filter all content that goes together and put that content together. Or people who come to search the site can filter and find or search by category or any other term. And this is most easiest to see if we're thinking about, for instance, the online journals and databases by subjects category. And here we have categories such as agriculture, health, education, information technology, and so forth. So if you were to add an online journal article about information technology, then you would categorize it as an information technology article. So Drupal is set up, or we've set this site up so that when you add content, you actually add or click off the types of categories that it belongs to. And Sachin now will take you through some of that and show you how to do that.
Hello everyone, this is Sachet with Tech Lab. So now let's look into where all these taxonomies are used. As Dan said earlier, taxonomies is way of classifying different terms. So the categories are a kind of taxonomy terms that's being used here, similarly as document type, language, and media type. These taxonomies are used throughout our MOHE website, not just only on digital library. Some of the taxonomies are used in our events for classifying different event type. So it can be used on various places to classify our different content types. So now let's look into where are these taxonomies located. So you need to go into structure, taxonomy, and click on taxonomy. Here you will see a list of different vocabularies for our taxonomies. These vocabularies will expand into its children taxonomy terms. So now let's look into category and click onto list terms. So this category vocabulary has two parent taxonomy terms: general databases and online journals and databases by subjects. These taxonomy terms can be further classified into its children. So taxonomies are basically a tree-like structure. So now let's add one of the taxonomy terms and arrange it on our this tree-like structure. So to add, click on add term. So let's add a computer science as our new taxonomy term and click on save. Sometimes you have more than one taxonomy terms, so you can keep on adding all the taxonomy terms on your list, and in order to verify that all of your taxonomy terms are saved and entered on our vocabulary list, click on list, and please verify that the newly added taxonomy terms are shown on your list. So the computer science that we recently created is here in our list, and next to the computer science we will see anchor button. So you can use this anchor button to drag and place your taxonomy terms where it's necessary. So in this case we're going to place this computer science under online journal and database by subjects and save it. Okay, so now let's verify this newly created taxonomy term is shown on our content type document. So for that we need to go to content, add content, and document. And if you scroll your mouse towards the category, you will see our newly created taxonomy term computer science under online journal and database by subjects. So let's go to one of our existing digital library content type and add this computer science on our Drupal training for content manager and slides. In order to do so, I'll click on this content, click on edit, and scroll your mouse towards category and click on this computer science. So after you add it, let's just go and save it. Okay, so you can see this computer science as our newly created taxonomy terms that's being included on our category. Similarly, you can also add new taxonomy terms to document type and keywords. So let's go ahead and see what other different taxonomy vocabularies we have. So we have degree, we have digital collections, document type, event type, media type, university locations, and university type. All these different vocabulary has its own terms. So you can go and click any of this, click on list items, and start adding items. So this is all about taxonomy terms. For some reason you made some mistake on our taxonomy terms and you want to delete the ones that you already create, you can go back to taxonomy, go back to the particular one. In this case, let's go into our category, click on list terms. Let's delete this computer science, click on edit, and you can click on delete, but please make sure that the one that you are deleting is the right one. For example, if you delete this online journal and database by subjects, all its children taxonomy terms would be deleted along with its parent taxonomy terms. So please be careful before you are deleting any taxonomy terms to make sure that you don't delete the wrong ones. Thank you so much for watching this video about taxonomy and terms.